Hi everybody, welcome back to the 4th episode of Tour Tuesdays Allentown. My name is Megan, thank you for joining us. We are with City Center Allentown talking about our newest residential project, Walnut Street Commons. So thank you again for joining us. Welcome back to everyone who was here last week. The winner of the gift card from last week is Sean Guilfoyle. So Sean, we're going to send you a DM with directions on how to pick up your card. Please ask questions during the course of today's show. Please also let us know if you're watching, because we'll be picking a viewer for a gift card next week to the Dime. So today I am joined by another special guest. This is Jane Heft, and I'm going to ask Jane to introduce herself and tell us a little bit more about herself.
Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm Jane Heft. I'm Vice President of City Center and the Director of Design, and I work on all the project design through the branding. I've been with the project since 2011, probably at the inception of when we began building down here, so I have the fun and unique responsibility of making sure that all our properties are unique and diverse, yet full of quality and fun and excitement.
Awesome. So we're going to be asking Jane a couple questions today just about the building as a whole. As I'm sure you guys can see behind us, and we've talked about in a lot of our other episodes, one of the biggest things with this building is the huge windows. So was there a decision behind that of why you decided to pick such large windows for this building?
The building starting back had a lot of challenges in itself, and it's our first project outside of the NIS downtown, and it's our first project kind of on a residential corridor. We tried to pick up the unique brownstone look, and a lot of the brownstones had traditional large sills and large windows for plenty of daylight. So we really wanted to bring that in here so that the mood, the way the sun kind of sets around the south of us, it moves around the south, it just floods the room with plenty of daylight. And I don't know, vitamin D.
Yeah,
right?
Sure. A little sunshine certainly never hurt anybody. Did you have a particular inspiration behind the color scheme for this building? You know, there's lots of soft grays and warm browns, so what was your inspiration behind that?
Lately we've been designing more and more very neutral, and that's because we're realizing a lot of people have very particular personalities, and some, in the tech world, they're kind of just digging the black and white, and to add a splash of color, like here we have yellow and burgundy in the sample, it's really easy to do that, but there's a certain calmness about the tans and grays that just really feels relaxing, and a lot of people are either driving out of town to work or working right downtown in the bustling downtown, and they want to come home to a really kind of comfortable, cozy home, and it suits the brownstone feel.
Yeah, and it matches everything. I think it goes with everything, which is great. So we have our kitchen here behind us, and we're in our model apartment, which is the only apartment that is pretty much done at this point. There's a few finishing touches we need to put on, but we have this beautiful flooring throughout. Can you tell us a little bit more about the material and why it's such a great material for apartments?
Okay, our apartments, we use LVT right now, which is a luxury vinyl tile. We use that in all the apartments because it does a fabulous job of reading the wood, but we also have looked several times. Every apartment building we do, we kind of make sure more and more that it's scratch resistant, it cleans easily. Right now we're still in a model that the building's under construction, so there's tons of construction worker feet all over. Normally it would be a little more cleaned up, but the flooring is just great. It's super durable, super cleanable. You can wet it. It looks, the colors and tones are fabulous, and we just love it.
Awesome. So I know we just got a little bit shot of our kitchen space here. Lots of big cabinets, lots of space. Again, we know we're talking design, so can you tell us a little bit more about the design of the cabinets, and again why you picked it and kind of the direction that we were going?
Right. The cabinets, we love. These are kitchen craft, and these have a really great kind of wood texture. They're a little modern, but what I love is all our cabinets are soft close. They and the drawers. Everything we have is soft close, because again, we want to make sure that all the tenants around us aren't having a problem with
no slamming doors here, right?
Yeah, and everything, we use the quartz countertops and everything, and this in particular, again, going back to the kind of brownstone feel, we have the 3-panel doors throughout in black hardware, which really kind of gives a modern twist of an authentic kind of historic design.
Perfect. And this cabinet choice we also extended through to our bathrooms, right? So we have the same cabinets in the bathrooms here.
Yeah. Yeah, the bathrooms again, we have an awesome kind of gray slate looking tile. And going through, we have the this is one of the first times we're introducing these kind of side vanity cabinets. And
Good for vanity cabinet, linen cabinet. Again, this is one of those things where if you have a good name for it, let us know so we can add it to our marketing materials. But much like our little desk/dry bar space that we ended up with.
But the one thing, you have to come in here. This is the first time we did this, and again, it's you have to look. It's the first time we did a stainless sink in the bathrooms, which is actually really cool because it's like got a really great kind of historic look because it's kind of back in the day, and I love it. At first, I wasn't sure, how it would go over, but then when they were put in place, now I just want to only use them. I think they're so cool and industrial. Bathrooms are really spacious. Again, this building has great high ceilings.
Yeah, beautiful high ceilings, lots of natural light. Kind of right behind you guys on camera, you have the bedroom space for this particular layout. Now, this particular layout is actually no longer available. It is fully leased. We've been kind of giving you periodic updates every week. This week we're right about 75% leased. So things are moving really quickly. This particular layout is not available, but we do have some other great one bedrooms with some bigger bedrooms and some walk-in closets with the barn doors and a lot of great unique features there. So this has been our model apartment, and it's something that if you wanted to schedule a tour, which we'd be more than happy to show you around, this is what you're going to be taking a look at along with the actual apartment you'd be moving into, just so you can get a feel for the finished space.
And yeah, there's one thing, we have they're not installed yet, but there'll be roller shades. We have kind of blackout roller shades that go with all the building finishes. So they'll kind of go down completely if you want some privacy.
Yeah, so you can enjoy the natural light, but also put those shades down.
Right. Yeah, they're not installed, and in these units too, we're doing some kind of walk-through closets, so that some of them you actually physically walk through, and some have two closets on both sides. So it's a nice way to connect the bathroom and create a dressing room kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, and every apartment's unique. There's 61 apartments in the building and right about 20 plus layouts. So every apartment's a little bit different. There's a lot of great features. In terms of design, one of the next things we're going to talk about is the facade. I know when we did our first Tour Tuesdays just about a month ago, we started outside, and it has changed quite a bit since then. So we're going to put our hard hats back on. We're going to head downstairs and take a little bit and talk a little bit about the outdoor space, okay? Gotta put that hard hat on, guys. Downstairs here. I'm going to put my vest back on. You guys have been used to seeing me in the vest.
Megan, as we're walking out, we got a couple questions in.
Okay.
So, about the model. So, this is actually for Jane. Jane, what's your favorite design feature in these apartments?
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot. I have to say my favorite design feature is the palette, the color palette. I love the grays when the hallways are done. They're going to be awesome. I mean, we have some downstairs. We have an awesome tweed kind of arts and crafts flooring. I think we're actually going to see one of the coolest things is the first time we're doing actually walk-up outside, and the way that this building plays with the street that we're across from is really pretty cool. I think the ceiling height and the window height, that's another favorite. Love the cabinets. Actually, look, there's a lot of them about these apartments.
I say this is one of my favorite buildings that we have here.
I know. I think the lobby is actually one of my favorite things, which I guess we'll visit on another day. But the lobby is unlike any other lobby we ever did.
So this facade space out here, as you guys can see, is very different than a lot of the facades we had done previously with the walk-up entrances. So Jane, if you could tell me a little bit about the decision-making behind the walk-ups and the finishes for the outside here.
Okay, we have about 5 different finishes going on outside, and one of the reasons we selected this is because, again, we had to fit it in with the neighborhood surrounding. When we designed the buildings, we kind of did a vernacular study of the neighborhood, and the neighborhood is very linear and very diverse, and we wanted to create that feeling so that this building could blend into the neighborhood, and that was around us just love it. They love that they're going to get new neighbors. Creating these walk-ups, they were a little bit challenging with some of the elevations, but we made it work. And each of these people down here, and this is almost fully leased too.
This first floor is fully leased.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Now?
Yep.
Wow. So these people actually will have their own access from the outside with their own door numbers on it and everything. But again, we really wanted the brownstone feel. And what you don't see here is there's going to be some great planters and things going in here that are all put around, so that there'll be tons of vegetation, rails. It's going to be really beautiful.
And this is move-ins for this particular floor are sneaking up on us pretty quickly. We have our first people moving in May 10th.
Oh,
so
yeah.
all the folks moving in here, this is going to be done for them. It's a beautiful outdoor space here. So I wanted to say thank you again to everyone for joining us. Thank you, Jane, for being my special guest this week. Just a reminder, we are giving away a $25 gift card next week to the Dime. So be sure to leave a comment, let us know that you were here. And if anyone else is interested, tomorrow we are hosting an Insta-Meet here at Walnut Street Commons. So that's tomorrow night. We are going to send you guys a link. The link will be in our bio to register for that Insta-Meet. I am one of your hosts, along with Jack from last week, if you watched last week's episode. So there's just a handful of tickets left. We'd love to see you here, get some cool photos, some nice sunset pictures out over the top here up on the 5th floor. So again, thank you for joining us. Thank you again to Jane for being my guest this week. And we'll see you next week for our next episode of Tour Tuesdays. Bye.